This is my audience. Yeah. Okay, so I'd like to start off this speech by delivering a quote by Lana Del Rey. I have a personal ambition to live my life honestly and honor the true love that I've had and also the people I've had around me. Music is more than just entertainment. It shapes the way we are and the way we express emotions, connect with people, and define entire generations. Lana Del Rey is an artist who does just that, and she makes her story relevant to anyone who values the power of music. Today I'll share how Lana Del Rey's background shaped her artistry, rose to fame, and connected with the audience, and ultimately how she sets apart from a lot of people in the industry. Specifically, I'll explore Lana's early background and how her experiences shaped her music. Then we'll look at her rise to popularity and who she is as a person beyond music. Finally, we'll examine the qualities that make Lana Del Rey stand out and from other artists and why her work sets her apart and how it resonates so strongly. First, we'll talk about the background of Lana Del Rey. Here's a slide for that. According to biography.com, owned by Hearst Magazines, a major publisher of well-known magazines where all content is fact-checked before publication, Lana Del Rey was born in June 21st, 1985, and she was known as Elizabeth Woolridge Grant, her real name. She was close to her brothers and sisters. She went to Catholic school as a teen in Lake Placid, New York. When in her older teens, she became an alcoholic, and her parents sent her to boarding school in Kent of Connecticut, and by the time she was 18, she became sober. She lived with her aunt and uncle in Long Island, and from there, she learned guitar from her uncle, which piqued her interest in music. She studied philosophy at Fordham University in Bronx, New York, but music was always her sole focus in life and what she wanted to pursue. She raised popularity as Lizzie Grant in club gigs, and by the time she went to a songwriting competition in 2006, she didn't win, unfortunately, but that gave her an opportunity to produce a demo with the help of one of the panel judges, which from that money, she grew up in a trailer park in New Jersey. Now we'll talk about Lana's rise to popularity, and I have a slide of that. According to Mojo for Music, a music journaling company, an interview in April 2021, she talked about her passion for songwriting and telling her story through it. She quoted, "The way things started off for me and the way I was portrayed was that I was feeding emotional sensitivity. I really didn't like that because I didn't even get famous till I was like 27. Until then, I sang less than free, and I loved it. I really was that girl who was pure of soul." After Lizzie Grant, her album, in 2010, she landed with Lana Del Rey, the name, inspired from, quote, on a trip in Miami and part of its evolution of coastal glamour, as biography.com cited from her. According to Days Digital, a fashion, music, film, and art magazine company holding a strong reputation for high-quality editorial content, Lana Del Rey told them, "Lana Del Rey just sounded good coming out of my mouth. It was exotic sounding, and I like exotic places, and I like gorgeous things. She sounded like a gorgeous woman, and once you have a name, you expect certain things from it. So it was like something to aim towards. I could build a sonic world towards the name as it fell off my tongue, or fell off my lips. It helped me a lot." Moreover, I'd like to talk about what sets apart Lana Del Rey from many other artists in the industry. Throughout her life, Elizabeth Grant demonstrated consistently that she was just an ordinary person, just like any other person. And she tells Mojo for Music, quote, "I'm sure the grass is always greener, but I had a lot of fun dreaming about what was going to come next. Also, I really like being of service, and I still do. I do a lot of things in my spare time that put me back in that sort of service space." And the truth of the interview was reflected as she was spotted in Waffle House serving customers, pouring coffee, talking to them, singing to them, joking around with them. And she told Hollywood Reporter, a well-established and well-trusted resource for news analysis in 2023, that she was authentically herself, that she loves to spend time with family and her friends, and that made her dream of singing possible. This is an authentic slide of her. She tells Days Digital that being famous wasn't important and was the least of her desires, and points out of being herself and doing what she loves is what she aims towards in life. All in summary is to say that her life and experiences paved the way of her rise in popularity, showing her complex self to her listeners. Her story shows that an artist can reshape the music industry while also giving her most authentic self to everyone. Lana Del Rey is not just a singer, but she's a storyteller whose music has created a timeless space to feel understood, connected, and inspired. So next time you hear a song by Lana Del Rey, I want to encourage you to think about her story, her emotion through it, her artistry, and that make Lana Del Rey unforgettable. And here's my audience again.